Hello children, welcome back. Today we are going to start chapter number 4, which is the ashes that made the trees bloom. Now children, this story is based in Japan. It is ages old story. Over here we have an old couple who have a pet dog, and they did not have any children. So they loved this dog as their own child. The old woman would make cushions for him, where the dog would sit all day and eat whatever he wanted to eat. Now, because the old couple used to take such great care of the dog loved his protectors like one soul. Now, this old man was a rice farmer. Every day, the old man would go to the farm, work hard from morning till evening. He would take the dog with him. But the dog would never disturb him or the heron, which was always there with the old man. Now, what was the purpose of this heron? Heron used to eat the worms which usually spoil the soil. So, in order to take care of the soil, the farmer used to have this heron. But this dog never disturbed the heron. He would play on his own and let the farmer and the heron do their work. Now, one day, when the farmer was working in the farm, the dog came running to him and started nudging him, whining, making sounds. At first, the farmer thought that the dog was simply playing with him. But then, when the dog kept on doing this, the farmer thought that maybe the dog wanted to show him something. So he followed him. Now, when he followed him, they reached a certain place, a tree, under which the dog started scratching the ground. And when the dog was scratching it, the farmer thought that maybe there is some fish or something under the ground that the dog wanted to eat. So the farmer started digging the ground as well. And what did he find over there? He found a lot of gold. He was surprised and shocked and happy to find so much gold over there. In an hour, the old couple had turned rich. They had a lot of gold, and what did they do? They bought some land, then called their friends to their home to eat for a feast. And then whatever was left, they donated, they gave to the poor neighbors. So the old couple was very generous, very kind. They wanted to help the poor neighbors. So whatever was left, like I said, they gave to the neighbors. Now in the same village, there lived another wicked old couple who were so wicked that any time they saw a dog on the road, they would kick him and beat him, and they did not like the dogs at all. But now, when they heard that the neighbor had got rich because of this dog, because the dog has found the treasure, they also wanted to get lucky, they also wanted to get rich. So, they took this dog with them to their farm and tried to get the dog to find treasure for him. But the dog did not like this wicked couple, so the dog did not find anything for him. Now, then the couple dragged him outdoors. Now, when the dog was not ready to help, they started forcing him. They dragged him outside, taking a spade and hoe along. No sooner had Moko got near a pine tree than he began to paw and scratch the ground. Now, when they reached a certain pine tree, the dog started scratching the ground. Finally, the wicked old man thought that he had found treasure. So he quickly went inside, got a spade and started digging. But what did he find there? They found a dead kitten. There was nothing, there was no gold over there. And the old couple, the old man, got so angry that he started beating the dog very, very badly. And he beat him so much that the dog died. And what did they do? After the dog had died, the man threw the dead body inside the hole from which they had found the dead kitten. Now, this poor man heard of the death of his dog, but he could not do anything. He could simply just sit there and be upset about it. He was upset all night. He sat over there. Then that night, when the man was sleeping, the spirit of the dog came in his dreams. And what did the spirit say? Cut down the pine tree which is over my grave. Make from it a mortar for your rice pastry and a meal for your bean sauce. So what did he say? That where I am buried, under that pine tree where I am buried, go over there, cut the pine tree, and from the wood of that pine tree you make mortar and mill, which will help you in your business, which will make your work easy. So the old man listened to the dog. So the old man chopped down means to cut, chopped down the tree and cut off the middle of the trunk, a section about 2 feet long. So he cut the wood, he cut the pine tree, got the wood, and from that, as the dog had told him, he made mortar and mill. Now it was time for New Year's. The old couple wanted to make pastries. So they started using these equipments, mortar and mill, which would be used for making pastries. Now as they started using, especially the mill and the mortar, when they started using it, instead of getting flour or dough, they started getting gold out of it. See, like you can see over here, the old woman is using the mill. Instead of getting flour out of that, they are getting gold. And now this wicked old woman saw this from the window. Now even they wanted this. They were simply copying this good old couple. So they decided that they would ask to borrow this mortar and mill from the good old couple. And like I said, they were kind and generous. So when they asked that if they could borrow this mortar and mill, so they said that yes, you can borrow it. The next day, the stingy and wicked neighbor came and borrowed the mortar and magic mill. So next day, they took the mortar and magic mill. They filled one with boiled rice and the other with beans. Then the old man began to pound and the woman to grind. But at the first blow and turn, the pastry and sauce turned into foul mass of worms. Still more angry at this, they chopped the meal into pieces to use as firewood. So when they started using this mortar and mill, instead of getting gold, they got worms. And they got so angry because of this that they cut this. They destroyed this mortar and mill and decided that they would use this wood as firewood. Now this good old man, he knew nothing about this. The dog, again the spirit of the dog came in the dreams of the good old man. And what did he say this time? The wicked people burned the mill made from the pine tree. Take the ashes of the mill, sprinkle them on the withered trees, and they will bloom again. So what did the dog say? The dog told him that the wicked old couple has destroyed the mortar and mill. So he told him that they are going to use it as firewood. So go to their house, take the ashes and sprinkle those ashes on the trees, on withered trees. And when you will do that, those withered trees which have no life in them, which are completely dry, they will start blooming again. The old man awoke and went at once to his wicked neighbor's house. So the next day, early in the morning, the good old man went to the wicked couple's house to get the ashes. And what did they see? They were simply sitting over there, warming their hands in fire. And what they were using? The wood that they had got from the mortar and mill. So the good old man asked that, can I have the ashes? At first they made faces, but then finally gave him some ashes. So the good old man went home to his wife. He took some ashes and told his wife to come out with him. They went outside to their favorite cherry tree, which had completely withered. They took some ashes and sprinkled it on the cherry tree, and the withered cherry tree started blooming again. It was magical ash. Wherever he sprinkled the magic ash, the tree started to bloom again. Now in those times, there was a custom that every time that a daimyo would pass through any street, everybody, all the houses, all the windows of all the houses should be shut. Nobody should be looking from the window. If anybody is passing on the road, they have to get down on their knees and be looking down so as not to disrespect the daimyo. Now one day, the daimyo was going to pass through a street. This good old man took some ashes and climbed a tree. Instead of sitting down on his knees, he climbed a tree. Then, when the daimyo was almost under the tree on which he was sitting, he started sprinkling the ashes on the trees. And what happened? It started blooming. And looking at this, the daimyo was very happy. He called the old man and told him that I am very happy by your magic ashes. He invited the old man to his castle to have food with him, to live with him. He also gave them gifts. Now, again, that wicked old man heard about it. He also wanted all the gifts. He also wanted to meet the daimyo, to go to his castle. So what did he do? He also climbed on a tree and waited for a daimyo to pass through that street. When a daimyo was passing from under that tree, he sprinkled ashes. But nothing happened. No particle changed. Instead, the ash went into the eyes and nose of the daimyo and his wife. This made the daimyo very, very angry. So one of the guards who was there with the daimyo went to the old man and started hitting him. Get down on your knees. Seized the old fool by the collar. So that man, the guard who usually used to be there in front of the daimyos, he caught the old man and told him that get down on your knees. Dragged him from the tree and tumbled him and his ash basket into the ditch by the road. Now near that road there was a ditch. There was a pitch. Inside that he threw that old man along with his basket and hit him so badly that the old man died. And the guard left the old man over there. And then what happens? That the good old couple who were kind, who were generous, they lived to a long green old age. They were happy, they were rich, they were content. So what do we learn over here, children? That instead of being jealous of others, we should help others. We should be kind. We should be generous. Only then we will be able to live happily. I hope you like this chapter. I will meet you again in our next lecture with a new chapter. Till then, bye-bye.